and realities at once. Now, you all have pre-programmed openings at various stages of your life that will open the Kundalini to a certain level. It may not necessarily be that in this lifetime you will be fully activated. Maybe your grandchildren or your great-grandchildren will have that activation, or maybe it's not even in your genetics to do that. Some people are born fully opened. It depends on the mind pattern animating that body. Never, never should it be forced to open, because that's extremely dangerous. So when we do our chakra work, we always start with the brown, because the brown, being grounding and balancing, automatically precludes any activation from occurring that is not premature or inactive. Now, many of you have seen this symbol. It's called a lightning bolt. Sometimes you see it on a product. You see it on television a lot. A lot of cartoon characters have it. This lightning bolt symbol is a hyperspace archetype, which means artificial activation, especially for Kundalini. So when you see this, what did the Nazis used to have on the Gestapo insignia? Double lightning bolt. Artificial activation. Very powerful. Double intensity. That's what you're seeing on a lot of products that are being sold these days. Now, there are two types of energies that enter the body as far as your chakra system is concerned. Physical energy and non-physical energies. What could be an example of a physical energy that would enter the body? It's a natural energy that emanates from physical reality naturally, like gamma radiation, ultraviolet, gravity, solar energy. All of these things that are natural to the environment radiate into your body and enter it through the root chakra, where it then goes up the spinal column to the pineal gland and is redistributed where necessary. Non-physical energies from the astral levels and hyperspace levels enter the body through the crown chakra and enter then to the pineal gland, where they are then distributed where needed. So what's the pivotal point of these energies in the body? Pineal gland, which is why we keep it balanced, so that it's distributed evenly. Very important. So constantly you're getting this flow through the body from physical and non-physical sources, swirling through your body and being balanced by the pineal. That's really what is called the sympathetic nervous system. Have you heard of sympathetic nervous system? Now, what happens if you have a block at some part of your spinal column? Energy can't flow properly. And that would cause a subluxation to occur that then would need to be readjusted. That's what that's all about in your spinal column. Spinal column is, for all intents and purposes, a conduit of electrical wires. That's really what it is. That goes from the generator to the outlets. That's basically what your body's about. You're an electrical system. Now, we're going to get into the spinning part. Now, when we spin horizontally, not as a vortex, but horizontally, we're going to go either clockwise, which is left to right, or counterclockwise, which is right to left. How will we know which way we need to go in the morning? Chakra spinning should be done in the morning before you even get out of bed. How do you know which way to go? Well, mentally ask yourself, wake up, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to balance my T-bar, then I'm going to say, okay, which way am I going? I personally always like to go counterclockwise, from right to left. What does that mean when you go counterclockwise? You're spinning from right to the left. The meaning is, why your body needs to do it that way is you have an overabundance of non-physical energies that need to be redistributed to the physical body. Counterclockwise is overabundance of non-physical energy that needs to be redistributed to the physical side. Overnight, the kind of energies that you're naturally pulling in. Contrarily, if you feel the need to go clockwise, from left to right, that means that you have too much physical energy that needs to be redistributed to the non-physical side. Now, every morning when you wake up, you're going to ask yourself which way I need to go. Whichever way you start, that's the direction you keep all the way up. Do not ever change direction in midstream. You stay in the same direction from bottom up. If you need to go clockwise, then it's clockwise all the way up. And it's always bottom up. Now, you may wake up one day and feel you need to spin another way. But for the most part, predominantly, there'll be one direction that suits you the best most of the time. And that's simply because of the way you're built. That's simply because of your particular structure that needs it to be that way for most of the time. There's no way that's any better or worse, it's just how you are. And when we spin, we always again start with the brown. Bottom of the feet to top of thighs, we spin, either clockwise or counterclockwise, in and around the body. It's not just around, it permeates the whole body, as if you are submerged in that color. Then the next color is really the beginning of the chakra system, and that's the pale red from the top of the thighs to the pubic bone. That's pale red. Again, in and around the body. Next is the pale orange from the pubic bone to the navel. Very narrow band of pale orange. Next, from the navel to the sternum is a pale yellow color. That's the solar plexus. From the sternum to the collarbone, the heart chakra, is a medium green color. Medium green, just like you see on the chakra tube there. Here, medium green. We're going to go over what the colors mean because shading is important. Then from the collarbone to the tip of the nose is the thyroid or throat chakra, and that's ice blue, real icy blue color. That's your communication center. Then, from the tip of your nose to the top of your forehead is a royal blue, like the color of the folders you have. and that is the